And staying with China, border infrastructure is not the only thing that the country is investing in. It's also spending huge sums of money on defense preparedness. Have a look at this report. Chinese scientists claim to have enhanced the safety of the world's most powerful yet unstable non-nuclear explosive, CL-20. What does that mean? And how will China use this explosive? And should the world be alarmed? Over the next few minutes, we discuss this and more. First things first, what is CL-20? It is one of the most explosive non-nuclear substances on Earth. It's also known as hexanitrohexaza isovorous ethane. It was developed in the 1980s by the China Lake facility, a large military installation in California. Its designation, CL-20, is derived from this research facility where it was initially synthesized. This explosive has a higher energy output and lower sensitivity to shock and friction as compared to other commonly used military explosives like RDX and HMX. And this makes it potentially very valuable for military applications, although its high production costs have limited its widespread adoption. According to a 2021 study commissioned by the Pentagon's Energetics Technology Center, China has used this explosive in some of its newest weapons, but owing to this explosive's extreme sensitivity to any shock, China could not produce it on a mass scale, and now it will be able to. In fact, a Chinese research team says that they have significantly improved the safety of this explosive by engineering a 5-fold boost to its shock resistance capacity. And the breakthrough could speed up the large-scale application of the explosive, making Chinese weapons far more superior in terms of destructive power. But how did they do this? Well, through a new nanotechnology that can help synthesize CL-20 composites with ultra-high stability. And interestingly, in a recent war game, Chinese defense researchers sank an entire US aircraft carrier fleet. They did that in the South China Sea with over 24 hypersonic missiles. And some military experts believe that these weapons used CL-20 warheads. Now, here's the thing. China has been involved in CL-20 research since the 1970s. And this research is closely linked to its nuclear weapons program. In fact, according to some state media reports in recent years, more powerful explosives can reduce the size of nuclear weapons and allow intercontinental ballistic missiles to travel further. America has been deeply involved in such research, in fact, but of late, energetics development has declined. Why is that? Because of the Pentagon's focus on increasing the accuracy of weapons to realize greater lethality rather than explosive power. And in the past, America spent billions on research and development of munitions, but over the last 2 decades of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, it cut the munitions budget to fund the development of ships and the aircraft. Meanwhile, China caught up with massive investments in high-energy explosives, almost becoming a world leader in this field. Have a look at the report on your screen. It says that over the last 5 years, Chinese researchers in energetics materials have published nearly 7 times as many papers as their American counterparts. 7 times. And this is embarrassing, to say the least. A technology pioneered by the US is being mastered by its rival China. And should this worry America? Forget worrying America. Should this worry the entire world? And I ask that because Beijing is on a muscle flexing spree. It is testing missiles, building border infrastructure, and developing new forms of explosives. These cannot just be facets of defense preparedness. This is definitely a part of China's plan of world domination. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.